I appreciate everyone's comments and perspective and city staff's diligence and through the weekend and working on the city attorney Bloom. I know you don't take this lightly, and in working to put this together for us, you've done a lot, and I know that we're also giving you likely the task of getting a notice published soon. So I will be as short as possible right here. I can't say enough how much the health, safety, and welfare of our community matters to me as the mayor of this city, as a resident of this city, as a father of 3 kids in this city, and a husband to a wife in this city. I mean, a business owner. I mean, there's obviously that's got to be, if we have no other job, that should be our number one job. And I do think it's important to ask the questions and have the discussion that we've had tonight, because it's important that, one, our community members know that we aren't taking this lightly. This isn't a rash decision based on some press conference coming out of Lansing. This is something that we've thought about and have tailored it specifically to what the city of Troy needs, our residents need, our boards and committee members needs, our city staff needs. And I also recognize that even if our meetings are virtual, there's a lot of city staff who still is working in person and has to because of the nature of their jobs, whether that's public safety, whether that's public works, whether that's people in our assessing office here at City Hall. I'm sure there's some people working in the clerk's office occasionally as well. I mean, unfortunately, this doesn't address those issues, and we recognize them for the sacrifices they're doing and what they have to deal with every day and the risks they're facing just by being here. And I'm very confident that we can put together a plan that does allow for the increased real-time public comment if necessary for public hearings. I have no problem planning to go virtual through May 10th as long as it's addressed May 10th as expected by this resolution. I also think we should discuss it April 26th, or at least have some in 2 weeks. We might have a better picture of just kind of know. I don't think it's a bad thing to talk about. But the reality is, I did, when I talked to the folks at Beaumont today, it is very real, and I know that there's been a lot of I can't say it, a lot of partisanship and political issues related to this virus. But the hospital, I can tell you, isn't making things up. They're concerned. They have real world concerns. I've got a doctor to my right. I trust your opinion too, and I know that you faced it, and I know that you take it very seriously. I want to briefly say before we vote what this resolution and emergency declaration is not. It doesn't relate to any private businesses. We're not taking any affirmative action as to what should be open or shouldn't be open. That's not our role. That's not what this is about. This is very specifically related to virtual meeting ability and what we can do as a board or as a council to keep our residents safe. I don't want that to be lost, because I think that's an important aspect of it. I think that's it. I appreciate the conversation we've had. I know it's been long, and I know that real-time questions sometimes can be difficult, so I appreciate the responses. And with that, I will call for the vote from Ms. Dixon.